team. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about fast starting if you don't feel that you have a network or you feel like you have a tapped out network already. I just recently fast started my reentry position, and I had to do it a little bit differently this time than most people do when they are first starting out and fast starting. The majority of times people end up fast starting by the majority of their level 1s that they sign. So fast starting in Plexus means that you sign 20 people at minimum in your levels 1 through 3 because they use mock points, and that adds up to 100 points. Those people all have to be active, and they have to have either purchased a welcome pack or have 100 PV. So normally what happens is that people sign about 20 people themselves, or they are helped out by about 5 people on their team and they're signing 15. So that's a lot of level 1s. This time when I fast started, I had to look at it from a little bit different perspective because I've already been doing this for 2 years. And so my warm market was pretty much already tapped out. So I feel like I can give some good advice in regard to those of you that may not have a huge market and still want to try and aim for fast start. This is totally doable, but there's a few key things that you need to keep in mind. First of all, I only signed 6 people when I fast started this time. So that was 6 personally sponsored people on my team. 2 of those people are wholesale ambassadors, so they were not actively trying to add anybody to their team. The rest of my team was actively trying to add people. So first, what I started with for my own self to get those first 6 people, which I got throughout the month. I didn't get them all right away, but I got my first 3 within the first 8 days. What I did to do that is I focused on our silver in 7 days. We have a lot of videos where we talk about silver in 7 days, and I started out by following that to a T. I started out by making my lists and figuring out who my prospects were, and I started messaging people. I went out and sought out them rather than them seeking me out. That's not to say that none of my people sought me out and added as well. I also made sure that I was talking about Plexus everywhere that I went. So my kids' school, ballet class, everywhere. And I signed a few people from doing that. So I went silver in the first 8 days by following our silver in 7 days challenge to a T. After that, I worked hard. I had made a decision on the day that I re-entered that I was going to go fast start. And so I didn't give up throughout this time until I did. So I went really, really hard. I got on the phone immediately with all of my signups and helped them plan how to go silver themselves in 7 days. I had 3 of the people on my team go silver during my 30 days. So we worked diligently. I was talking to them every single day, and I was helping them expand their network. I did sip and sees with wine and cheese and everything like that, and had neighbors come over and we talked about it for my people. I did a opportunity launch party for just my reentry team, where I had my 2 uplines and myself run the opportunity meeting, and we did a bit of an abbreviated opportunity meeting for everybody. And then I helped them out with follow-up. I got in 3-way chats with everybody on my team. I put them all in the group thread and built some camaraderie between them, and helps them kind of be competitive a little bit in their goals, and helped them get to know each other as well, so that they could be pushing each other also. When the last day of the month came around, I sat and talked to them about how they needed to go silver before the end of the month. And so we worked out a plan for that, and 3 of them did. And so I just want to talk to you guys about that, that aspect. It's about that drive. It's about that unwillingness to fail at this, and that push, and that not being afraid to bring it up to people, not being afraid to lead with the business. And that is the biggest key, is not being afraid to lead with the business and not being afraid to follow up. Put yourself out there, talk to people about it. I actually told the team beneath me that I was trying to aim for fast start. They rallied behind me, and now I have several girls on my team that are also aiming for fast start, or at the very least aiming to get gold next month. So It's really, really built those relationships up. It was a crash course in all things Plexus, and it really helps them. Now, those of you that do not have the previous Plexus experience, that might be trying to do this with a network that they don't feel is very big, or that might be tapped out with Plexus and that kind of thing, I want you guys to realize that this doesn't have to be all up to you. You get your team rallying behind it. Your brand new team. Get them working with you. Push them, and don't be afraid to talk to them about it. Lock arms with them and move forward as a team. And just don't be afraid to use your upline. Your upline is your biggest key to this. Don't be afraid to just jump in with 2 feet and get your upline involved in every 3-way chat that you're doing, phone calls, get everybody up and running right away. That is my best advice, is to just jump in 2 feet and just say, I am doing this and I'm going to get creative. So the biggest key for me was getting those people started fast, getting myself started fast, and then motivating them throughout the month, but also giving them the gift of my time. So hosting meetings for them, putting them in situations where they have the ability to help to close the business, because they have opportunity meetings, they have lunch parties. I'm closing business for them. I'm in the chats with them. So get your upline involved as well. So that's basically it, guys. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that fast start. And I know you can do this. You can do this with any kind of market. You can do it with a small market, a big market, a huge network, a small network. You can do this. Get with your upline and work out a plan. And I want to see so many fast start goals this month, next month, and the whole entire summer. Thanks, guys.